All right, we have breaking news. We have a guilty verdict in the death of Elijah McClain. I want to go live. Elijah McClain's family speaking right now.
Some of the Aurora police officers were actually some of his clients. He was called to be a healer. Randy Rodema, Jason Rosenblatt, Jeremy Cooper, Nathan Woodyard, Peter Chikuniak denied all of us the promise that God made to us when he made Elijah. They denied that promise to us. And the Attorney General said that the truth was told, this story was told, but there is a part of this story that we'll never know. We'll never know Elijah as the father. We'll never know Elijah as the husband. We don't get that story. So we are still seeking justice. The algorithm of justice are charges, arrest, conviction, and sentencing. Thankfully, in this case, the algorithm continues, but we do not know justice until we see sentencing. So Judge Warner, you now have a responsibility. We are still seeking justice. And as this truth was told to the people, you have a part of this story that now you have to finish. Will there be justice? Elijah is gone, but he is never forgotten. He has left a legacy for me, for you, for everyone. And for those that are not able to see that an injustice was done, my heart hurts for you because an injustice was done.
All right, reaction to the guilty verdicts from the family of Elijah McClain. As you heard there, the paramedics, Jeremy Cooper and Peter Chikuniak, found guilty of criminally negligent homicide in his death. And we're going to get some expert reaction now on this.
Yes, we have defense attorney Ryan Brackley joining us now live through Zoom. Ryan, thank you so much for being with us. We're going to start out with the first question to you tonight. What is your initial reaction to this verdict?
So, you know, having followed the last two trials, the trials involving the police officers, and then following the evidence in this case, it was, you know, it was very, very hard to predict what a jury was going to do in this case. It was very hard under the facts of this case to assign responsibility for Elijah's death. I mean, clearly, this young man should be alive today. It's so hard to follow up those words from the family. But assigning responsibility under the facts of this case was a very difficult task for the Attorney General's office. So, you know, like a lot of folks who are watching these trials, just really unknown what a jury would do.
I think, Ryan, that also how complicated, indication of how complicated this was is this afternoon, we don't know how many, but several jurors told the judge, we're stuck, we can't get there.
Right, and it's very common in a case this complicated. This jury clearly worked through the evidence in this case. They worked through the legal standard. They worked very, very hard. 2 days of discussion by a jury is a lot. To send notes saying we're deadlocked, we can't reach a decision, shows that they were really working very, very hard. You know, one would ask, you know, what the reaction was to a judge telling them to go back and keep working just before a holiday weekend. You know, just a lot of questions that I'd like to hear from the jurors in this case.
Yeah. Ryan Brackley, thank you so much for your expertise and your time, especially heading into the holidays. Your thoughtfulness is really appreciated. Thank you.